Thank you for joining me in this mystery make along. So let's try this Nostril Hedgehog this time. As you can see, there's some texturing over the back as well, and then we will talk more about that a little bit later on. Okay, for the yarn, basically you just need light brown and dark brown yarn, as well as the crochet hook is 3.5 mm in size. So let's get started with first the dark brown yarn. So basically for the first round, we are going to start off with a magic ring of single crochet 6 stitches first. Remember to check out the full pattern in the link in description below, because I'll be only going through the key parts of the pattern and not every single round. So we're still finishing up round 1 over here, and you can see that round 1 is done. So we continue to increase until we reach round 4, which is done over here. And then now for round 5, we're starting with single crochet 7 stitches, and then we get ready to change to light brown yarn. And then we'll move on to the face part. In round 5, we single crochet 5 stitches. After we're done with the light brown part, we'll be changing back to dark brown again to complete the rest of the round. So you can see round 5 is done over here with the light brown part in the center. And then we continue to move on to round 8, where we have reached the middle part of the snout, which involves 3 half double crochet stitches. So you can see here that we have done the first part of this round, and then we'll move on to 3 half double crochet stitches in the next stitch, which is basically making the extended part of the snout. And then we'll move on to finish up the rest of round. As you can see, round 5 is done over there, and a little bit of the snout protrusion is seen. And then we will move on to the next rounds until we reach round 9, and then we will do the 4 single crochet stitches in the middle to extend the snout as well. This is actually worked in the middle of the 3 half double crochet stitches in the preceding round. So you can see we've done the 4 single crochet stitches, and after we finish up the rest of round 9. You can see that round 9 is done over here, and the snout continues to project outwards. Here we've started the initial part of round 10 before we're narrowing off the snout. Remember to follow the pattern down below. And then this time we're doing something slightly different. So it's kind of like a cluster stitch, but it's a variation of it. So first we will start off with a single crochet, and then after that we will do a double crochet, and then we will move on to another double crochet. Basically we're doing a cluster stitch, and then another double crochet, and then after that a single crochet over the next 4 stitches, right? So this is the last single crochet, and then after that what we will do is basically yarn over and then pull through all the loops to form this unusual cluster stitch, and then we will complete the rest of this round. Finish up round 10. You can see that round 10 is done, and the snout is pointing outwards nicely and starting to decrease. And then now we will move on to the start of round 11 before we reach a cluster stitch in the middle again. This time we are doing single crochet 5 stitches together to narrow the snout. So 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then we yarn over to complete the single crochet cluster stitch. Then after that we finish up round 11. Now here we finished the anti-round 12 where we are finishing off the head, and then we'll be moving on to the body. You can see that the snout is nice and pointing outwards in the forward position. Now we move on to round 13. We'll be making the arm. So we've already done an initial part of round 13 and we'll continue with the arm. So we do single crochet 1 stitch, chain 6, and then 3 double crochet bubble stitch in the 3rd chain from the hook. So you can see I'm doing the 3 double crochet bubble stitch on the chain here before we start moving back to the center, moving back to the main body again. Here we are finishing up the bubble stitch on the chain before we're heading back to the main body. Then proceed to slip stitch 1 in the next 3 chains. As you can see here, 1, 2, and then finally 3. And then finally single crochet 1 stitch in the next stitch, which is actually along the main round. You can see there's one extended arm that was made over here without any sewing involved, and then we will continue this round and then move on to the other arm as well. Finish up round 13 with the other arm, as you can see, and then we will switch back to dark brown yarn to finish up the rest of the round. So you can see that round 13 is done over here. Now we are going to start off around 14 and basically show you how to work around the arms in the preceding round. So firstly we will single crochet in the stitch just before the arm, as you can see here. After we have switched to light brown yarn, we will do a single crochet 1 stitch in the next stitch before the arm first. And then right after the arm, we will skip the next stitch after the arm and then continue to single crochet 6 stitches in light brown. We'll continue to work in the stitches in between the 2 arms before we reach the other arm. Then we continue to single crochet 1 stitch in the next stitch before the arm. And then after that we will want to work into the stitch after, but first we change back to dark brown yarn first. Then we skip the next stitch after the arm first, and then we will finish off round 14 with single crochet 8 stitches in dark brown. So you can see round 14 is done over here. We will then finish off the rest of the body until round 21 with the pattern in the link in the description below. So the legs are very similar to the arms. They're basically bubble stitches on chains. Here now we'll be doing a bit of nostril detailing with surface crochet. This time we're using a little bit of black yarn. So firstly insert the hook into the protruding round 8, or basically the tip of the snout. Then proceed to do a slip knot first, then single crochet 1, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet bubble stitches in the second chain from the hook. we are finishing off the bobble stitch over here, as you can see, and then we will secure it back down on the face. Then slip stitch 1 in the next stitch and then fasten off. Now for the part we've been talking about, let's do the texturing. So we will join the yarn at the top of the head with dark brown yarn and work surface crochet in a clockwise direction. So what we'll do first is surface single crochet 1 stitch, chain. We've done a slip knot, so we do a single crochet 1 stitch, and then after that we will chain 2. Then we will single crochet 1 stitch in the second chain from hook and then slip stitch 1 in the next stitch along the main round. Repeat again only in the dark brown sections as what I have done. So here we are repeating again with single crochet 1 stitch, chain 2, and then work into the second chain from hook and then single crochet 1 and then slip stitch 1 in the next stitch in the round again. Continue this in rounds at the top of the head in the dark brown sections. Then we'll move on down to the next round below there and continue the same stitches. Then work into the rest of the round. Continue in a clockwise direction, as you can see, following the same stitches as before. Then continue to go round and round until we reach the rose part. Now we are reaching the part of the body where we are going to work in rows instead of rounds. From previously working just in rounds to now going back and forth in rows instead. Move downwards to keep to the dark brown parts, as you can see. And now we will finish around that round before we continue to work downwards further. And then we will finish off that round. So here we have reached the end and now we are working downwards in the next row. Turn the whole piece and now we will start to work down. Then this time we work in the opposite direction. It's almost like changing from working to the right side and now we're working into the wrong side, but you get the general idea. And then now we start to finish off that row. So we will finish off that row and then we'll move on to the next row and then we'll continue downwards. So you can see that we're going to continue back and forth in rows, only over the dark brown section of the hedgehog. So we will go back and forth in the right side and the wrong side, back and forth until we have completed all around the dark brown parts. So you can see here that we have finished covering all the dark brown parts, and you can see the texturing that is done all around the hedgehog. So basically you can see that all the texturing here is already done, and I've just added on a little bit more details like the eyes, which includes French knots, and you have a completed hedgehog. Remember to check out the link in description below for the full pattern and stay tuned for the next part of the mystery make-along.